Hey everyone, Richard here, Metal Fan, bringing you guys a new 2015 album review. And today we're going to be looking into the new album from metalcore band August Burns Red, entitled Found in Faraway Places, which came out today. Now, this is the band's 7th studio album, and this is the follow-up to 2013's Rescue and Restore. And for those of you who don't know who August Burns Red are, they're a metalcore band from, I believe, Pennsylvania. They formed in, I think, 2003. And they had a little few lineup changes, but they still have the same lineup since 2006. And they're pretty much one of the, in my opinion, one of the couple metalcore, current modern metalcore bands I actually like, because in my opinion most of them suck. But August Burns Red actually makes it sound interesting. But anyway. Now they've been around for over 12 years, which is kind of crazy, and with this new album, their 7th full length, and this is also their first on a new label since they left Solid State. They're now signed to Fearless Records. And one thing to say about this is, wow, it feels like, with their first 3 albums, Thrill Seeker, Messengers, and Constellations, they had just straight metalcore, but I think since Leveler, they kind of experimented more, especially since Leveler, there was a little bit of salsa vibes, and they, in between that, then 2012's Sled and Hill, which is more of a Christmas album, but then their last album had a bit of Oriental stuff. But the Rescue in the Store, it feels like they have a lot more different, did some different stuff we'll get into when we get to that. But I want to talk about, like, that. One thing to know about the album is the production. Like, the production is really great. Like, everything is where it needs to be. The vocal work from Jake Lures is really great. Now, that dude can, like, I feel like his vocals have improved a lot. Like his growls have improved, and his screaming is just really just over the top. And the same with the guitar playing from JB Brubaker and Brent Rambler is just insane. Like, JB can just, that guy can shred his ass off. And he's pretty much a really great guitarist. And the bass playing from Dustin Davidson is really great, and his screams are also really great. He has a bit of more of a higher vocal scream range, because Jake sort of handles more of a mid-lower range, while Dustin has more of a higher range. And you can hear the bass. Dustin's bass playing is pretty audible, and the drumming from Matt Greiner is really amazing. That dude's a freaking tight drummer, and I love it. But without further ado, I want to talk about this album. Now, the album opens up with the song called The Wake, which is the first single off this album. And this is pretty much a great way to start it off. And this is pretty much the first bit of the new album we've heard. And I really enjoyed this song. This is one of my favorite songs off the album. Then we get to Martyr, which is a pretty good song. It's perfectly arranged. It's a really good song. I really like that a lot. And then we get to the next song on the album is called Identity, which is a pretty good song. It has a little bit of a surf rock groove, which makes it pretty interesting. Like I mentioned, with like Leveler has a bit of a salsa vibes, Oriental stuff with Rescue and Restore, but with this song they have like a surf rock groove. I mean, ABR Bar knows how to make things awesome, I guess. Yep. Then we get to Separating the Seas, very insane song. Like that song a lot, one of my favorite songs off this album. Then we get to an interesting song called Ghosts. The reason I say interesting is because this is, I believe, the first time ever August Burns Red actually has a guest appearance on an album. Well, they have 2, but we're talking about this one. It has a guest vocal appearance from Jeremy McKinnon from the band A Day to Remember, which is pretty interesting. I mean, I do like some A Day to Remember, but I'm not the biggest fan. But anyway, the song itself, Ghosts, is a pretty good song, and I really love the great guitar solo from JB. It's really great. Then we get to Majoring in the Minors, which is a pretty solid song. It feels like it's kind of reminds me a little bit of something I would hear from Messengers, and I really like that a lot. Then we get to another guest appearance from this next song, which is Everlasting Endings, which has an additional guitar work from Paul Wagoner from Between the Buried and Me. It has there's a good slow part in there. It's pretty good. It's pretty much, I think, the longest song on the album. It's like 6 minutes, over 6 minutes. It's pretty good. Then we get to Broken Promises, which the song a little bit, like vocally, I think kind of reminds you of something from Provision, the song Provision, and I like that a lot. Then we get to the next song, which is Blackwood. It starts off with a very clean intro, and it sort of Like, it's a really good song. I really love the bridge near in the song. It's pretty good. Then we get to the next song, which is 21 Grams, which sort of kicks right in, just punches you in the face. I love that song a lot. Then we get to the last song on the album, which is Vanguard. It's just the closing track, and it's a pretty good way to end this album. But overall, Found in Faraway Places by August Burns Red is a pretty good album. If I were to give this album a score, I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review of the new album, guys. Let me guys know what you think. I'll see you guys later. Keep it metal.